This tweet shows celebratory fireworks in Iran after the death of President Ebrahim Raisi in a helicopter crash. Raisi was a top contender to succeed Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. This tweet claimed to show anti-Tehran Iranians as well as some Israelis dancing in front of the Iranian embassy in London following Raisi's death. Raisi was killed on Sunday. In this video, we explore why so many Iranians would want to celebrate the tragic death of their own president. I'm Manish Adhikary and you're watching First Things Fast. Activist Manish Adhikary suggested many Iranians were celebrating Raisi's demise, noting fireworks in Saqqez, Mahsa Amini's hometown in Iranian Kurdistan. Amini was a 21-year-old Kurdish woman who died in the custody of Iran's morality police for violating the hijab code in September 2022. Now, many tweets showed visuals of the celebrations, with the activist Manish Adhikary describing it as karmic death for Raisi the butcher. We will explain why Raisi was referred to as the butcher in just a bit. Journalist Masi Ali Najad shared a video of two women celebrating Raisi's death. She said wounded women dance with the news of the president's helicopter crash. She mentioned Seema and Mercedes, who were injured during the Women Life Freedom Uprising. The real mood on the ground is unclear. Mainstream media reported hundreds gathering in Tehran and Mashhad to pray for Raisi's safety, while online chatter showed many Iranians joking and sharing memes. Now, Iran is one of the world's most repressive countries for press freedom and one of the biggest jailers of journalists. That's according to Reporters Without Borders. The online chatter suggests Raisi was widely disliked, and there seem to be very good reasons why. Raisi's presidency was marked by turmoil, starting with the 2022 nationwide uprising led by women and young girls. Sparked by Mahsa Amini's death, protests spread countrywide, highlighting grievances over economic hardship, political repression and lack of civil liberties. The government's harsh response resulted in hundreds of deaths and thousands of injuries and arrests. In 2019, 2 years before he became president, Raisi had become head of Iran's judiciary. He's accused by many of transforming the judicial system into a tool for security and intelligence agencies. In November 2019, amid nationwide protests over a spike in fuel prices, security forces killed at least 500 protesters. This brutal suppression included the arrest of activists, journalists, lawyers, and dual national citizens. Under Raisi, Iran maintained one of the highest per capita execution rates globally. Political prisoners, including women, faced torture, solitary confinement, and denial of medical treatment. Security officials responsible for violence during protests were granted impunity, and there was no accountability for the downing of a Ukrainian passenger plane by the Revolutionary Guards in January 2020, which killed 176 people. International rights groups highlight Raisi's involvement in the mass execution of political dissidents in 1988. As a member of the Death Commission, Raisi played a role in ordering the execution of approximately 5,000 political prisoners without trials. He did not deny his participation, but emphasized his role as a junior official appointed by the supreme leader at the time. Now, these killings earned him the nickname the Butcher of Iran. Under Raisi, Iran faced significant economic and environmental challenges. The national currency hit a record low, exacerbating the economic crisis. Mismanagement and climate change led to severe water shortages. Additionally, Iran suffered its deadliest terror attack since the 1979 revolution in January 2024, when two suicide bombers targeted a memorial for General Qasem Soleimani, killing 89 people, including 30 children. In 2022, after Mahsa Amini's death, Iranian women defied the hijab rule, appearing in public without covering their hair. Raisi announced he would reinforce the hijab rule, dispatching the morality police back on the streets. Many arrests of women turned violent. Raisi wore a cleric's black turban like Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei and his predecessor Ayatollah Khomeini. This black turban is reserved for Sayyids, or people who trace the lineage back to the Prophet Muhammad. Raisi was a top contender for the Supreme Leader's role, apparently favored by Iran's hardline faction. But his death has now paved the way for Ayatollah Khamenei's son Mojtaba to succeed his father, who is 85 and frail, according to the New York Times. Mojtaba is already an influential cleric who helps run his father's office. The deeply religious establishment in Iran, represented by figures like Raisi, is struggling to maintain its grip on power. According to many observers, Raisi's presidency symbolized the tension between a conservative leadership and a society increasingly yearning for progress. The public sentiment following his death, whether celebratory or mournful, underscores the evolving dynamics within Iran. The future of Iran may hinge on how it navigates these winds of change. If you found this video informative, please like, comment and subscribe for more updates. Thank you for watching First Things Fast.